I've been doing this series where I'll do my must-haves and then like the week later I'll show you those products in action. So I'm doing a one brand makeup tutorial using Maybelline products. So if you would like to see how to do this makeup look, just keep on watching. Okay, so I went ahead and moisturized my face and put my sunscreen on. So the first Maybelline product that I'm going to use is this Master Prime by Face Studio, the Blur Plus Redness Control. And like I told you guys in my must-have Maybelline products, this is one of my favorite primers from Maybelline to neutralize redness. So I'm just going to put this all over. But that's just like a slightly green tinted primer, and it just kind of helps to neutralize just a little bit the redness. Like, it's not going to take all the redness completely away, but it helps to neutralize it a little bit, and it also, you know, moisturizes your face a little more too. So now I'm just going in with the Maybelline Baby Skin, and I just like to take this and press this into the skin right in here, because this is where my pores are larger. Pepper's in that chair over there, in my computer chair. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow first before I do my foundation, which I guess I could have waited to prime my face, but whatever, I wasn't thinking. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids with my Master Prime Long Lasting Eyeshadow Base, and this is the Prime Plus Smooth. So I'm going to put it on like that, and then just blend it out. You could use your finger or a brush. I'm just going to use a brush. Whoops. I'm just going to use a brush because it's easier for me since I have fingernails. But I'm just going to blend that out. I debated on which eyeshadow palette to use from Maybelline because, as you guys know, I have several favorites from Maybelline. And I think I just decided I'm going to use the Soda Pop since this is a newer palette, and I do really like this, and I think you can create some really pretty fall looks with this. So first I'm going to go in with the color called Ginger Ale, which is this shade up here. And I'm also going to zoom you guys in so you can see a little better as to what I'm doing. And then I'm just blending that in the crease with my Morphe M433 brush. I'm going in with Cherry on top and my Morphe M506, and I'm just going to blend this in the crease as well, just a little bit more focused in the crease. Just going to pull it up. Just using little circular motions and windshield wiper motions to blend that shade. I'm just taking it all the way in here, all the way out there. I'm gonna attempt a halo eye, and before I go in with the darker shades, I'm gonna use the lighter shade in the middle. I just find that that technique works the best for me, and I'm debating on if I want to use one of the highlight shades out of this Soda Pop palette or if I want to use one of the single shadows from Maybelline, because I love their eyeshadow singles. Okay, I think I'm gonna actually go in with an eyeshadow single for this part, and I'm gonna use the Glow Down. I mean, I like the shimmers okay in the Soda Pop palette, but this single shadow is just so pretty. So I want to show you guys what this looks like. And I'm just applying that with my Wet n Wild small concealer brush. Just taking it up to the crease. And then I'm gonna actually go in with my finger and just intensify that. Now I'm just gonna wipe that concealer brush off on my VR Mona color switch. You could just use a paper towel or, you know, something like that to wipe off your brush. And then I'm gonna go back in with some more Cherry on Top on this Wet n Wild concealer brush. And I'm just gonna pat that first out here. And I will blend this with the gold shade. I might have to go back in with some more of the Glow Down to blend. But I first just want to place this Cherry on Top color. And I really like this Wet n Wild small concealer brush for doing halo looks, just because you can get here in the inner corner really nicely. Okay, and then I'm gonna actually go back with the Morphe 506 brush with some more Cherry on top. And I want to fade this out more in the crease, so I'm just taking it up a little higher. Also blending out the edge over here. I will go back and blend on the lid here in a second, but I just wanted to go ahead and do this step. And also do any of you guys think this palette smells kind of like soda? Like it has a sweet scent to it. Is it just me, or does it have that smell to it? Because I swear, I feel like this palette is scented. I've never heard anybody say that, but I feel like the eyeshadows smell like sweet, like a Coke, like a soda pop. I mean, like, who calls a Coke a soda pop? Do you guys call it a soda pop? I know it just depends on like where you live, but we call them soft drinks where I live, or Cokes. Even though, you know, they're not all Coke. That's just what we call them. What do you guys call them where you live? Do you call them soft drinks? Do you call them pop? Okay, I'm gonna go back in with some more ginger ale, ginger ale. And I'm gonna blend that at the very top of the crease, just to soften that up. But I love this Cherry on Top color. It is so pretty. And I love the mattes in this palette. I feel like they blend out really good. I mean, like I said, the shimmers are not like the most intense shimmers ever, but I do really like the mattes in that palette. So now I'm gonna go in with the little sponge that came with this single eyeshadow. And I'm gonna blend the edges of the gold with the Cherry on Top with this purple burgundy color. And I think I'm also gonna take some more of this Glow Down up into the crease a little more. Since my eyes are so deep set, like a lot of times I have to take the color up into the crease a little bit, because when I close my eyes, like it pulls my crease down. And then I'll probably go back with a little bit more of Cherry on Top. Just kind of go back and forth and blend between those two just to get it where it looks like it's faded. Then once again, I think I'm going to take just a little bit more cherry on top and blend it into the crease some more. And just a lot of back and forth blending. Now I'm gonna clean up underneath here just a little and go ahead and apply my foundation and concealer, and then we'll come back and finish the eyes. So let me zoom back out. But I guess it's just because I rarely do halo eyeshadow looks that it's like I'm just not as skilled as doing those. But I want to get better at them because I always like the way they look on other people, and I want to master doing halo eyes. But I'm just taking a little bit of lotion on a Q-tip and just lightly cleaning up under my eyes. I mean, I really didn't have any fallout at all. I really didn't have any fallout at all. I just wanted to clean up the edges just to make it a little more crisp. And I feel like I need to blend right in here. Just blend. Okay. For my foundation, I'm going to be using the Fit Me Dewy Plus Smooth. This is one of my very favorite luminous foundations, and it has been a minute since I have used this. So I just put some here on the back of my hand, and I'm just going in with my dampened Real Technique sponge, and I'm just going to blend this foundation out. Get my hair out of the way. But this foundation has a good medium coverage to it, and it's dewy. It's not as dewy. It's not quite as dewy as my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, but it does have a nice glow to it, and it lasts for a decent amount of time, even though it's a dewy foundation. So I really enjoy this. It's one of those foundations I do tend to wear more in the winter, like fall, winter, spring. And in the summer, I don't tend to use it quite as much just because, I don't know. Just because, you know, it is dewy. But I mean, I wear my L'Oreal Pro Glow, so maybe I should bust this out in the summer sometimes. For my concealer, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin. This is my Holy Grail drugstore concealer. It's very long wearing and it has awesome coverage. It also doesn't settle into fine lines or wrinkles, so it's just my favorite. And I'm using this mini dampened Real Technique sponge to blend that concealer in. And if you're wondering about the shades on any of this, like on the concealer or the foundation, I'll list the shades that I wear down below in the description box. And I always link all of the products that I mention or use in the description box. So just always expand that if you have questions about what I used or anything like that. My favorite bronzer slash contouring product from Maybelline is their Master Contour V-Shaped Duo Stick. And I'm just gonna use the contour side to contour and bronze. And I wanna do this before I set this foundation. So I'm just gonna lightly put some of this down, which that may have been too much. And then I'm gonna blend it out with my e.l.f. blending brush. And I might actually just get some of this on this brush. Just go like this. And I'm just lightly just blending that up. And I'm gonna use my Real Techniques buffing brush to buff some of this on as like a bronzer. So I'm just getting it here on the brush, which I need to twist this up a little more. I really wish, I mean, I like the concept of this, like how it has the concealer and the contour, but I almost wish that it had two separate ends or just two separate products, because I literally never use the highlight or concealer part on this. I only use the contour side. And I'm going to take some of that on the e.l.f. blending brush. It's contour. But I just really love this product. It's very easy to blend out and the color is great for a contour or like a bronzer. And I'm just taking some of this here up on my temples. Just kind of give some shadow, like definition, kind of makes your forehead look a little smaller. Not that I have a huge forehead, but I don't know, I just feel like it brings everything together whenever I bronze right there. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of this and kind of bronze the sides of my nose. Just to kind of contour that. Do any of you guys have a favorite powder bronzer from Maybelline? You'll have to let me know down below if you do, because I have yet to find one that I like from Maybelline. So now actually I think I'm gonna apply my blush before I apply this. So for my blush, I'm using the Dream Bouncy Blush in Coffee Cake, which I don't know if they still make this or not, but that's what I'm using. I love this blush. It's one of my favorites. And I'm just applying this with my Sigma angled kabuki brush. But it's one of those blush colors that goes with any makeup look. So it goes really good with this makeup look since it's more colorful, and this is just like a neutral blush. It's like a neutral coral. And then I don't have a favorite powder highlight from Maybelline. I really wish with their, what are those called, like Master Chromes or something? I have a purple one, which I never use it. I guess they're just the master highlighters. Like, they have some lighter shades, but they just don't have really light shades that are good for super fair skin. So they need to come out with some better powder highlights. But I do really enjoy their Master Strobing Stick in 100 Light. This is really beautiful, and it's my favorite highlighting product from Maybelline. So I think I'm just gonna apply this with my fingertips today. We'll see how that goes. But it just gives your skin like a very wet look. A very natural highlighted look. And then to set everything, I'm just using the Better Skin powder. And I do like this powder from Maybelline. It's not my Holy Grail favorite. The L'Oreal Super Blendable, True Match Super Blendable powder is like my Holy Grail. But in times when I just want to, you know, set my foundation, but I don't want to add a whole lot of coverage, this is the powder that I reach for. Or I just like to keep it in my purse for touch-ups, just because it is a very like sheer powder and it doesn't add a whole lot of coverage, so it doesn't look powdery or cakey on the face. Okay, now I'm going to zoom you guys back in and I'm going to finish the eyes and then I'll do my lipstick. So I'm just going to lightly blend over here in the outer V. And I'm going to take a little bit of whatever was left on this brush and run it here on my lower lash line. And then I don't have a Maybelline eyeliner on me right now. Like I thought I did, but I went through my makeup and decluttered a lot of things and got rid of things that were old. So And I was just lazy and I didn't feel like driving into town to get a Maybelline eyeliner for this. So I think I'm just gonna skip on the liner today and I'm just gonna apply mascara and false lashes, which I have several in here that I have worn. And I think I'm just gonna wear the Demi Wispies from Ardell. So I'm just gonna be using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. So I'm just gonna apply several coats of this and then I'll come back and put my false lashes on. Now that the lash glue has dried, I'm just gonna go in with my eyelash curler and I'm just gonna curl my natural lashes with the false ones, just so everything blends better. And I'll probably go in with a little bit more mascara too. I think I'm just gonna go in with my Burgundy Bar palette and this shade right here, and I'm gonna use that as my inner corner highlight. So just any light shimmery color will work. And I'm just gonna brush just a little bit of this as my brow bone highlight. Oh man, I almost thought I didn't have my mic on. And I was like, oh my God, I've like filmed this whole video. But I think I'm gonna do a vampy lip. I can't even talk. I think I'm gonna do a vampy lip, or maybe I should do Gone Greige with this, because I think that would be really pretty. I don't know, because it's like once I go in with this really dark color, like it's not gonna come off. So I don't know, what should I do? Should I do that? Should I do Gone Greige? So this is the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink in Voyager. Or wait a minute, no, I wanna wear the one in Composer. Yeah, which is even darker than Voyager. It's really dark. Okay, so let's just dive into this. Okay, so you could either just wear it matte like this, or you could top it with a gloss, which is what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna let it dry completely before I put a gloss over top of it, because if you put a gloss before it dries, and I'm getting this all over my teeth, before it dries, then it doesn't last as long. Which actually, I think I just decided I'm gonna wear it matte, because I think it's a little easier to wear a really dark lip like this when it's matte than when it's glossy, you know? I don't know, I just feel like it's a little easier to wear. But if you wanted to top it with a gloss, you totally could. I hope that you guys did enjoy this one brand makeup tutorial using Maybelline products. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up so I know to film more of these in the future, and you'll have to let me know which brand I should do next. And if you haven't seen my must-have Maybelline products, I'll link that down below as well. So I hope that you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.